Hello, this is Saguaro High School's principal, Ann Oxiger, sending a big congratulations to Coach Mickey and our varsity boys baseball team on qualifying for the number 7 seed for the AIA 4-H state tournament. Go Cats! We're very proud of you, Coach Mickey and Saguaro High School baseball. Let's go!
The Varsity Sports Show presents the SaberCat Report with Saguaro High School baseball coach Joe Mickey. And now, here's the SaberCat Report.
All right. Now, normally we do this segment about halfway through, but the team has something special going on today. Not a big deal, just qualifying for postseason. They are hosting today. They've got a big game, and we are here to cover it. We are so excited. We're going to broadcast the game. But let me step aside here and turn it over to the man, the myth, head baseball coach of the SaberCats, Joe Mickey. Coach Mickey, how are you, sir?
I'm well, Vince. Thanks for coming out here today. This is a pretty cool feeling, and I'm doing really well. Really excited for the opportunity today.
Coach, I can't see your eyes behind those shades, but I tell you what, I think there were some tears streaming down your face when you heard Ms. Otziger, your principal's little congratulatory message there. That was something special.
Oh, no question. You know, what we do here is we take her lead, and she's a true pillar of our community, and our whole administration team. She starts at the top, but Mr. Harris, Ms. Pena, Mr. Milligan, it's just a top-notch administration team, and I'm just proud to be representing them, and so are our baseball guys. And, that's what it's all about. It's just representing what's on the front of our jersey and doing it with a lot of pride.
Well, you're going to be hearing a few congratulatory messages throughout the show here, and so you're going to be surprised with some of the folks that have actually stepped out of their comfort zone. You'll see what I mean when you hear some of them as the show goes on. But that being said, it's a family environment here, but these guys want to win.
Oh, they do, and it is. You nailed it. It is a family environment. I mean, the support on this campus is unreal across all levels, from anything we do in the arts to this club stuff that we have going on. Theater stuff is amazing. Performing arts, we'll have somebody coming out to do the anthem today. But we just have these guys. These guys are hungry. They're excited. And it's perspective, right? We didn't have this opportunity last year across the valley, across anywhere. And so to be able to be back in this opportunity, in this situation, that's what it's all about. It's for the kids. It's that moment in time that you want to hopefully be present for and just really, truly enjoy and appreciate. And these guys are right there. They're where their feet are. And hopefully we come out and we play our best baseball, because they're all jazzed to go out and execute the way we hopefully are capable of.
I got to tell you, I am really fond of this group of young men on this team. These men of character, as they're called, and I mean they're a crack up for me too. You know, when I was doing the game. When we were doing the game for you out at Desert Mountain this week, I was sitting on top of your dugout up there. I don't know how safe it was, but I figured I would take the hit over the rest of our crew, and I was running a camera up there. Frank DiGregorio kept looking up at me every time a foul ball was coming my way, and he was just saying, "I'm just making sure you're okay." Laughing. Not so much concern, but it was laughter.
There was probably some care there at first,
Okay.
Just making sure you were okay. But no,
Okay.
They definitely have big hearts. And, the whole men of character thing, it's about just trying to be the best version of themselves. I mean, it's a growing process. We're not held to perfection, but it's a great standard to try to live up to and be the best we can be for our families and for the community. And just knowing that it's a role that they all can hopefully thrive in. And so hopefully with a few smiles, they were also looking out for your best
No,
interests.
they were. Let's talk, and I still haven't tracked down who nailed that line drive into my calf earlier in the year. But all kidding aside, let's talk about some of these guys. So who are some of the seniors that you want to spotlight?
Yeah, and I'm actually going to start with we had an all-region meeting this week, and man, I couldn't have been more proud. We had a tough region. 4 teams made it into the playoffs. We were playing out of one of the toughest regions in 4A, and so the pitcher of the year was actually Thomas DeCesaro, who's throwing for us today, and first time in my tenure here that we've had a pitcher actually earn that award out of the region. That just means he was literally the best pitcher in the region.
Wow.
When you're talking Mesquite, who went 17-1, and Seaton, who's coming over to our yard today with some great arms, and Brown, and even Marcos. I mean, DeCesaro definitely did every bit of his job this year, and he got rewarded with that. A first-team All-State, All-Region guy was Ty Nelson, senior captain, shortstop. Just really proud of him getting the recognition, hitting over 380 this year, and really leading us at the top of the lineup. Our second team guys, Tanner Nelson and Frank DiGregorio, these guys were just the middle of our order guys. Frankie doing the catching, Tanner doing the RBI swinging, and getting recognized by other teams in our region. And then we had 5 honorable mentions who were right there on the cusp of cracking either one of those lineups of first or second team, starting with Javen Jacobs, who played an unbelievable defense this year, really started to get hot towards the end of our season, and we hope he stays hot. Aiden Bronska, who hit .333 for us this year, solid defensively, starting every game available, just in the middle of our lineup, middle of our field, but just a true junior that's been around our program. Brody Carruthers, who came out of nowhere as our number 2 pitcher, was an honorable mention, threw a lot of big innings for us, and then kind of rounding those two off the top of my head, it just slipped me. Cole Stocks, who hit almost 400.
First baseman, right?
First baseman, who just really stepped into the role as a senior and really wanted to take that on stride. And I know I'm leaving one off of here, and it's going to come back to me. But I couldn't have been more proud of this group and just how they kind of came alive and just grew together. I mean, you don't have tournaments. You don't have a big off season. You just have an opportunity to play together, grow together. And they all just put up great numbers, but just played for each other. And we talk about one stat that really matters, and it's wins.
Visiting here with Saguaro High School head baseball coach Joe Mickey as they prepare for their first round game against Seton Catholic. And before we get to talking about the team that you're playing today, let's talk a little bit about the Desert Sky region. Now, you guys finished second in your region at 10-9. You talk about parity in the league. My gosh. And some of those teams, Mesquite finished first, as you said. You had Marcos Denisa, Seton. I mean, it's amazing. Talk a little bit about the league.
Yeah, our specific region it's just there's just good baseball being played, and that's probably the hardest part about the draw is that we beat each other up all year, and then you get out in the first round and you're seeing familiar faces. So it speaks volumes to the region, just how good the talent is, how good the coaching is. And how much these guys like to compete. And high school baseball and sports in general, it's anybody on any day. The team that usually executes is the team that wins. And so that's just what that 10-9 record will show you. Our strength of schedule was the hardest in 4A. And I love it that way. I mean, we come in here limping in and looking at our tough week this week that we had. It's about building character. I talk about these guys all the time. It's easy to be a team that's kind of rolling through. Adversity usually kind of reveals character. It doesn't necessarily define it. So we've had our fair share of adversity, and in each game we had some highlights. It wasn't all lows. I mean, we pitched it really well against Shap, and I thought we swung it pretty well against DM, and South Point, we were leading 5 innings of that baseball game. So, everything kind of fell into place the way we wanted to, even though the score might not reflect it. It's just a preparation for hopefully us being our best that we can be on the day that it matters, which is today.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about today's opponent. Now, you guys split a series with them. You 1-1, one at their place, one at your place. Now, you went over there. It was a night game. Again, I'm a spectator, coach. Forgive me for saying this, but you guys got hammered over there. But you came back 3 days later and you hammered them at your place. So that's amazing. And talk to us a little bit about these guys.
Yeah, and Seton, what we're going to get. They're going to get good baseball. I mean, their swings are good. They've got a couple guys at the top who are all region guys right there too, with Brown and Gump. And they're just a really competitive lineup. And Stevenson does a nice job over there with them. And that's the thing. I think it's about us just playing our game. And that night game, I think we got a little carried away with the light atmosphere, the night game under the lights in their yard. Really thankful that we get to host them today, because I feel like we're a different team at home sometimes versus being a team on the road. So we were rewarded with our hard work this year, and I couldn't be more excited to get these guys again. And it's a rubber match, and we'll find out kind of who I guess the team that's capable of being the next level team this season, just on a day like today.
Wonderful. Well, Coach, we wish you all the luck in the world. Today's game, we are going to be live streaming the game. If you head over to YouTube, type in Varsity Sports Show. You'll find it right there. We go live about 10:45. The game first pitch is at 11 a.m. It's going to be a great game, great matchup. We look forward to it. Coach, heck of a season. If we don't do another game this year for you because of the restrictions with the that wonderful governing body that runs high school sports here in the state of Arizona, then regardless, we want to wish you the best, wish you luck. Coach, we look forward to talking to you again next week.
Vince, really appreciate you and the crew and everything that you guys have provided for these boys this year. It's really about the boys, and so you guys have highlighted them so amazingly, and truly just appreciate everything that you guys have done for us, and that's what it's all about is these guys and their experience. So
Coach,
thank you.
Coach, if I can get you to stay for about 1 or 2 more minutes, that would be great. Folks, stick around. Next segment, we're going to be joined by Saguaro High School head football coach Jason Mons, who, if we had 2 hours, it still wouldn't be enough for this guy. So anyway, it's all a good stride. All right, stick around, folks. Welcome to the Varsity Sports Show. We'll be back after the break. Go Varsity.
This is Matt Harris, Athletic Director at Saguaro High School. Wanted to give a big congrats to Coach Mickey and our varsity baseball team and wish them best of luck in the AIA State Playoffs beginning today. Go Cats!
Hi, this is Jason Mons, head football coach at Saguaro High School. Just wanted to wish Coach Joe Mickey and his men of character, the Saguaro baseball team, the best of luck today as they square off against Seton Catholic in the first round of the 4A state playoffs. Go Cats!
This is head boys basketball coach Lucas Ramirez, wanting to congratulate Coach Joe Mickey and the Saguaro boys baseball team. Congrats on the regular season and good luck in their playoff hunt. Go Cats!
Okay, so welcome back, folks. Before we sign off with Coach Mickey here, Coach, you heard from some people that were offering you well wishes. What do you think?
I just feel the love. I tell you what, out of their comfort zone maybe a little bit, but even just to give our boys a shout, I feel the love every day that these guys are supporting us. So very grateful for them getting on and just and sharing their expectations and well wishes.
All right, Coach, I'm going to let you get back to your team. Congratulations, good luck, and we'll talk to you after the game.
Appreciate you.
All right, that was Saguaro High School head baseball coach Joe Mickey, and Coach Mickey is hosting a playoff game today. And he said, if you'd asked me this 2 months ago that we were hosting with the young group that we have, I don't know. At this point, I don't know, but these guys have risen to the challenge week in and week out. They've faced adversity. They've done some great things. And you talk about a guy that has had his fair share of adversity. Our next guest here is kind of riding the wave of a lot of success here the last few years. Head football coach of Saguaro High School, the SaberCats, Coach Jason Mons. Coach Mons, good morning, sir.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Hey, good, Coach. Good. So you got to be excited for one of your colleagues here on campus.
Yeah, no doubt. Coach Mickey's he's an awesome coach, really good man, runs a great program, and we've got quite a few of our guys, football guys, that are part of that team, and it's been exciting to watch them this season, and I'm fired up for them today to get that opportunity to host this first-round playoff game.
Well, let's talk about that, because you find many schools out there that frown on kids playing multiple sports. They say, look, if you're locked in, if you want to go to college, if you want to be the best, you got to play this, and that's it, and nothing else year-round. That's all you can do. You guys, that's not the culture here at Saguaro.
No, I think that's really what makes Saguaro special is we really, truly are a small school. I think sometimes people look at our success of our football program and some of the other sports and assume that we got a ton of kids. And, I think we're the only school in the district that's actually enrollment's increasing, but we're still right around 1,400 kids total. So we rely on our athletes on campus playing multiple sports. We want to be competitive, and I think we all understand, myself and Coach Mickey and Coach Ramirez and the other coaches on campus, we understand that that's our niche, and that's what makes us unique and special is that we truly do support kids playing multiple sports, and we want kids that are talented all-around athletes to be attracted to come to Saguaro because of that opportunity.
Without really getting into the weeds too much on your upcoming fall schedule, I mean, looking at that schedule, what do you think this year?
Well, I mean, we kind of feel the same thing every year, which is we are preparing and doing everything we can to try to prime our team to make a run and win a state championship, and that's the number one goal. We do have a difficult schedule. I think we have a really well balanced schedule that's going to prepare us to make that run. And so it's the old cliche, but you just have to focus on one at a time. So right now, our focus is on coming together as a team, and obviously opening up the season, kicking off against McClintock. We had a little bit of a switcheroo on our schedule, and the Sierra Canyon game got moved to mid-October. We're going to be able to host that game at home now with a potential opportunity to maybe have that game be on ESPN. And So, but we're excited. We're 2 weeks into spring ball right now. We've had 8 phenomenal practices, really good energy, really competitive, and I feel like we have the tools that we need. And so now, like I told our team yesterday, when you have the talent on the field and guys that are willing to compete and work hard, and then you can come together as a team, as a family, and build that brotherhood. Those are the ingredients. And so we feel like we're on the right track, but we still have a lot of work to do.
Coach, you know those ESPN guys are going to have to call me first to get approval for that, right?
Oh,
because
absolutely.
we're broadcasting the game, so anyway.
Well, and I'm sure our regular viewers they're going to want to tune into that broadcast.
That's
right. Be much more personal, but
yes,
for the rest
bias,
of the audience
everything.
around the country, they can watch on ESPN.
There you go. Okay, that sounds good. Coach, you guys have an event coming up this coming Thursday. There's some great teams that are going to be showing up as well. They'll be joining you. Talk a little about the event.
Yeah, this upcoming week is I believe it's the 4th annual Arizona Spring Recruiting Showcase, and so. Credit goes to coaching staff over at Red Mountain a few years ago. We're trying to come up with a way to drive some more attention to their program. And so they reached out to the AIA and asked about, can they do a recruiting showcase and have a couple other teams there. And so they kind of kicked that off, and we jumped on when we caught wind that was going to be allowed. We jumped in right away. And I think that first year we had Centennial and Chandler at our place. And now it's really taken off. So this next week, I think every day of the week, Monday through Friday, there'll be a showcase event at a different school. On Thursday, the 13th, we're hosting 5 other schools as well as Saguaro.
Wow.
At 4:30, we have South Point coming from Tucson, Mountain Point, and then Desert Edge. And then at 6:30, it will be us, Chandler, and Higley. So 4 of the 8 open division teams from last year and a couple other perennial powerhouse programs. So should be a lot of talent in one place on Thursday night.
So, being a recruiting showcase now, I would expect you're going to have some colleges watching. I mean, are you going to have a few that'll be here in person as well?
Yeah. So, unfortunately, the NCAA extended the recruiting dead period through the end of May. So the Division I schools will not be able to be in attendance like they've traditionally been in the past. But the Division II, Division III, NAIA, JUCOs will be able to be here. Right now, at this point, I've got confirmation from probably anywhere between 25 and 30 schools that have reached out, and I'm sure
wow.
More schools over the course of the next few days that will reach out. So, the last time we hosted it pre quarantine, I think we had over 100 schools. I think we had 105 schools, Division I through JUCO, and it's a great event. It's not competitive. We can't line up and compete against the other schools, so it's really just getting the talent in one place. So it makes it easier for the college coaches to put eyes on kids and be able to get an evaluation and talk to coaches and gather prospect sheets and all that stuff. So really, it's just I think the Arizona football community coming together, the Arizona Football Coaches Association, and trying to create opportunities for our kids and just supporting Arizona high school football as a whole.
Outstanding, Coach. That is amazing, and everything that you do, as well as the other coaches out there, it's going to make for a great day, a lot of fun. Looking forward to covering it and appreciate it, Coach. Real quickly, any seniors that you wanted to spotlight here going into this season?
Oh man, we've got a bunch of them. I say let's make today about the baseball team. And so since you're talking to the football coach, let's give a shout out. I know Ches is on the hill tonight. Chesro's throwing, or I should say this early afternoon. Miles Crutchley, Javen Jacobs, Kyle Herrera, who's a senior who played football, was playing on the baseball team. Even Caleb Simpson, who was a basketball player who played football early in his career. There's a bunch of guys. I'm sure I missed a couple of them, but today's about them. So we'll have plenty of time to talk about our football seniors. So let's focus on the baseball team and let's go out there and get this win and move on to the next round and try to make a run in this thing.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck, and we'll talk to you soon.
I appreciate you. Take care.
All right. Saguaro head football coach Jason Mons joining us here on the Varsity Sports Show.